morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Midnight Mod Garage. Today we are going to show you how to do some basic wheel restoration.
So the wheels in the IS 300 are degraded and dirty to a point where even when they're clean, they no longer are acceptable. So we're going to show you today how with a little bit of effort and some very inexpensive parts, we can really make a huge difference, really brighten them up, and don't go anywhere. We're going to show you how to do it right now. So first, let me give you a quick shot of what it is we're dealing with. Alright, so here's one of the front wheels. And you notice the TRD badge in the center is either from the heat and sun or from chemicals being used on the wheel to clean it. It's completely rotten and it's also about to fall off. The lug nuts also are rusted through and completely tattered and destroyed. And the blue cap on the valve stem has also been replaced with a black plastic one. And if we look close down here, there's a real nice gouge and curb rash that runs for about 9-10 inches along the bottom of the rim here. Well, they're already a gloss black. We're not going to paint the entire thing, but what we want to do is restore them so that when they are cleaned, notice they're completely filthy, that they're once again acceptable. Alright, so here's a quick look at the tools we're going to use. There's a crummy sponge that we're going to use that we're not opposed to throwing away afterwards. Regular toilet brush, which actually works really well on wheels. Some sudsy water. It's a spray bottle with some dish cleaning soap in it. Dremel or rotary tool. We're going to use a sanding bit, not a grinding stone, because the aluminum on the wheel is actually really soft. That should work fine for grinding out the road rash that's on there. We've got new center caps as well as badges, and then these are full valve stems, not just the caps, although I think what we're going to do today is just use the new blue caps on the valve stems that are already on there, and then a coat of gloss black on the places that we're going to grind down. Of course, we're going to tape those off. Here's our drill for taking off the lug nuts. Brand new set of lug nuts, and then a torque wrench so that we can torque the wheels down to spec once we're done, and a whole array of disposable microfiber cloths because we're going to get these absolutely filthy cleaning the wheels. So we got a whole collection of ones that have already been used for one thing or another, but will be perfect for just getting brake dust off these filthy wheels. Alright, so now the first thing we're going to do is break all the lug nuts loose on both the front wheels so we can jack the car up and get these wheels off.
And with the wheel off, it's a perfect time to take a wire brush to the threads of the wheel bolts to remove any rust, as well as give the calipers a thorough cleaning.
Now, in order to get the center cap out, on this particular wheel, we actually have to remove this metal ring, which is holding those tabs in place. Now it'll simply just push out.
Now with painter's tape and paper, we mask down the area around the damaged rim, only leaving exposed the area we intend to grind down, sand, and paint. With the sanding wheel and the Dremel in very light pressure, we slowly smooth out the deepest gouges on the damaged wheel. And with progressively finer grit sandpaper, we smooth out any of the remaining damage. Remember, paint is not going to hide or disguise any unevenness left after this process. And An old trick for wheel painting we learned long ago was masking the gap between the rim and the tire using index cards. That way you'd never get any paint sprayed on the tire itself.
Action on Michael.
That's it, nice light coat. First one, then we're gonna wait about 10 minutes. It'll be nice and tacky and it'll prevent runs and help the second coat to adhere. No more white curb rash. Brand new again. Now we're gonna put the decals on. Exciting, let's go. And you wanna put the decal on with the valve stem at the top. These look like brand new wheels, but wait, we're not done yet. We still have lug nuts and a valve stem cap that'll make this car at least 5 miles an hour faster. That's right. And last but not least, lug nuts. We picked these babies up from Project Mew. So now we are going to use a torque drive, and the wheel specs that we want to tighten this to are 75 pounds per square foot. So you always want to make sure you tighten this up, otherwise it can loosen and tighten as you're pushing down, which can both mess up the tool itself and not give you the proper specs. And of course, as everyone knows, you tighten in a cross pattern. I'm going to start with the top one. Let me skip the next one and go down. Now in some scenarios where you have light paint scuffs, but they're not actually curb rash, you use a marker. And like magic, it slowly disappears. Alright, these ones are touched up nice. Let's get that center cap out. Done! Now we're ready for center caps. So you pop those puppies in, and just like the other ones, we have brand new rings. And those you just pinch and push in. Now, you may want to use a tool, but pick. And if you push them in too far, like that, just use a pick. Just give it a little soft, gentle snug out. It'll slide right into place, just like so. Go. Or you can leave the ring on and just man push it in. I don't think we have enough footage of me hand fingering these.
So there you have it. With about 2 hours of time, new center caps, wheel badges, lug nuts, and valve stem caps, we've managed to go from this to this.
Up like that. You want one side to always be flat, and then you overlap.
Shut up.